Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Motswako Media TV. The time is 4 o'clock on the dot, and it's a Monday morning, a Monday afternoon. My name is Shamed Makadlela, and I'm going to be with Obanele Rao for maybe the next couple of minutes just to go through what's what and what's new in the zoo. Do you want to maybe just say hi quickly to our listeners at home?
Hi, thank you for having me, Shamin, on your lovely show, Motswako Media TV. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much, guys. Please remember that you can connect with us on all social media platforms. That will be your Facebook, your Twitter, Instagram, and of course now we are also live on YouTube. So please tell your friends to tell their friends. Okay, not really, not yet. But anyway, yeah, as we go, as we're moving right along, I just want to say thanks to the crew. Right now we've got our producer, Tebucho Shabalala, and our big man, Usamgelisiwe Twala. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Listen, we are live on chat, so please you can communicate with us as and when we go through the show. We're going to be talking about the very, very exciting things, and another feature that we're going to be introducing is a 10, how many questions you can answer in 60 minutes. So
in 60 minutes?
Sorry, in 60 seconds.
60 seconds,
So unfortunately, you won't be able to prepare for that, but I can't wait. I'm going to have such a laugh, such a laugh. So we've got a lot of other things we've got a lot of other things that lined up on the show. We've got some music and we've got some questions, quizzes, and all of the jazz. So yeah, how was you coming here? How was your day? I mean, it's already like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What did you get up to?
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad because of its whole COVID thing, so there is no traffic on the road, so it's quite easy to travel around, and yeah, and then the staff when I got here was very pleasant. Just had like coffee coming through, and very delicious stuff. Yeah, I'm very excited to be here, and I heard about the show, and I checked it on your social media before I came through, and yeah, I'm really excited to be here.
Fantastic stuff. Fantastic
stuff.
All right, fantastic stuff. Thank you for joining us. Okay, right now, let's just firstly quickly go to an ad break, and we'll be back right after this.
Globally, 1 in 3 women and girls worldwide have experienced physical or sexual violence during their lifetime. Less than 40% of them seek help of any sort, and of these, only 10% seek support from police. And of all women who were victims of homicide worldwide in 2012, 50% were killed by intimate partners or family members. This situation cannot be overlooked.
Back to our show right here on North Riding, Motswako Media TV. Gosh, it's been very, very interesting what's been going on around the scenes. And just to also let you guys know, the ones that are listening, that we are trying to actually, this is a test run, right? This is a test run. We're trying to test if all the systems are in place so that when we do go live, we know that we're going to give all our clients something that is already tried, tested, and revamped and redone and all of that. How's your experience so far? I know it's only been about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm looking at the producer, and they're throwing us off a bit.
I know,
you know.
I know.
But I like the sound quality of this thing and the professionalism that's going in there back with the team. And yeah, and you look amazing today, by the way. I hope I hope.
Do not go there. No,
Okay, I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, you look amazing today.
Yeah, no,
It's
I think
never a day of disappointment.
So now, oh, thank you, by the way. So now, we're on level 2.
Yes.
And I know that off air we've been talking about how excited other people are.
Yes.
What's the relief that you have right now that we're going out, that we are on level 2?
Most importantly, that people are going to be going to work, because I've been thinking about waiters, and people that work in alcohol, and how they're affected, and they're not making and they're getting an income, and it's been a disappointing on the side of the government in terms of looking out for them, and 350 was not enough. It was never enough. So I'm excited that we're going to level 2. A lot more people are going to participate in the economy. Maybe now there's going to be some recovery, but experts say it's going to be a long period. But we're expecting some recovery, and now we actually get to go out. We get to go out and not past 10 p.m., which is valley. It's not even. It's actually perfect time. And then we can have drinks now.
Okay.
And drive safely.
I can see that smile. Like your smile is getting bigger.
Yeah. Because you need to tackle life with a bit of tequila.
No, that is very true. That is very true. No, I think I totally concur with you, especially when it comes to unemployment.
Yes.
And I mean, we've had this problem even before lockdown. Our economy was not doing well. So with the lockdown, I think it kind of brought us really, really, really under. So I'm also very excited about that, because there's also people that are directly linked or affected, to me, and that now I need to also help out at all times. So it's not only difficult for people that are not working, but it's also difficult for people that are.
Oh, yes. Now you have.
Look after Ubani, Nobani, and all
100%.
Extended family members. So what's the first thing? What's the first meal that you're looking forward to? At a restaurant.
At a restaurant. I'm thinking seafood, but being in Joburg, you know how it is. You don't necessarily get the best seafood because we're so far from the ocean. So it would be fantastic if we were to actually go to Cape Town and have go to
Is that you hinting?
No, that would be great.
Yes,
but I need to they also open the interprovincial travel whatnot. So if I had it my way, if it wasn't for all these difficult situations that we're in financially, then I would just hop on a plane, go to Cape Town, and actually have a nice meal there. And I actually read on the newspaper about 44 restaurants closed in Cape Town.
Oh my
God. Yeah.
You really love Cape
hectic.
Town, don't you? I don't even know those news.
Yeah, no. It just popped up on one of these newspapers.
So I know you're very much of a camper.
Yes.
So has that stopped you?
Yes, yeah.
Level 5, level 4. Are things now going to be better?
Things are going to be better. I'm already looking for places to go camp. I've been feeling like I'm losing my mind. Coupled with the fact that living in the city is hard.
Yes.
And then you had lockdown, which it was another level. And so now that we're level 2. We can go and then we can actually support our tourism tourism department and sector, Sure. So I'm really happy to go there.
Yeah. No, I think I'm also very excited about the fact that now we are able to go around and boost the economy, because now at least it can go back to it being an economy for the masses, and not just being an economy for certain industries, So I'm excited about that. But moreover, Vanella, I think I'm very grateful that we've gotten to level 2 and none of my family members have been directly affected by this, I've had 1 or 2 positive cases, but I think sisaphelele.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think more than anything else, I think that's what I'm grateful for.
100%.
what's drinking that tequila without your favorite cousin? You
No,
know,
I hear you.
or having the
I
glass
hear
of wine without, you know, your favorite sister or whatever the case is.
Yes.
So, all right, I'm excited about that. There's more to come, and guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We see you, we see you, we see you, and we'll be checking you out. But right now, we're just gonna quickly go to a break, and we'll be back right after this.
Globally, 1 in 3 women and girls worldwide have experienced physical or sexual violence during their lifetime. Less than 40% of them seek help of any sort, and of these, only 10% seek support from police. And of all women who were victims of homicide worldwide in 2012, 50% were killed by intimate partners or family members. This situation cannot be overlooked.
And your time is 14 minutes past the hour of 4 o'clock. Thank you guys for still being with us. And yes, please don't be shy to give us your comments on the comment section of this video on YouTube. It is a Motswako Media TV, and we're still just trying to test the waters and see how far we can get with this. And talking about that, I mean, there's so much going on in the studio right now in terms of these things, digital whatnots, equipment, and all of that jazz. And then I just started realizing how much we have moved, you know, in terms of digital migration. You know, as much as we used to watch TV, of course, but right now we're able to watch it on our phones. We're able to watch all of that. How has that impacted you? And I know you're still part of the young age, but how much has it changed, you know, from your grandmothers to your mother now, and obviously the kids younger than you? How much do you think has changed?
In terms of the marketing space?
The marketing and
the migrating.
Yes, digital migration.
I think the basics of marketing have not changed, and they will not change, because the basics of marketing hit on they hit on basic human behavior and needs. And that's what marketers want to do in terms of product and reaching and taking a product and reaching the market and having the market actually get excited for it, use it, you know, and then for and have a relationship with the market. Now with the digital industry basically blowing up to the proportions at which it is now, the only difference is that it's the mode of delivery of the same message. So when we in the olden days, when we used to put in as marketing, because I'm not that old.
So I was saying, like olden days.
Yeah, in the olden days when marketers then would put a billboard in a taxi rank or in a busy street. Because that's where a lot of people were moving, right? And now people are moving, but less physical, but they're moving in terms of using their mobiles. So now you want to reach people, get the same reactions or get the same responses, which is them patronizing your product. But this time you use a mobile phone. And now with everyone going on mobile phone, now there's noise. You know, so you need to set yourself apart, and then there's various tools in which, but the basics are still the same. The objectives are still the same. Now the matter is who can do it best and what can they do at what time.
At what time?
Yes.
And again, when it comes to being a creative and being the first person, you know, and being original and coming up with whatever these digital concepts that will still then speak to people and say the same thing, how is that being measured?
Repeat your question again, sorry.
Yes, so you'll find that we're in a digital space, right? We're in a digital space, and it's about who is doing, because what you said is it's about who is doing what and when they are doing it.
Yes.
So when it comes to originality, how is that being measured? You know,
Oh,
from what we are doing right now to what has been done before, is there anyone that can come and claim and say, I was the first person to do this?
Well, okay, I understand your questions in two ways. In terms of the originality that you're talking about would be how you are originally, how you are approaching the target market in a different way.
That no one else has done.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Especially your competitors.
Yes.
You know?
No, with that, there's no point in you as a marketer to claim how you approach the client, because how you approach the target market. I mean, everything is just evolving so quickly these days, and there will be no due credit. However, there will be, outstanding work where you do something that is memorable, and you do something that gets people excited, and it really does amazing for the product that you're working on, and you get immense response to that. Now, with that can be something that could be lauded as being original because it has done its work. But in terms of the medium and tools that are being used, there's a lot of companies that are working on different types of applications, different types of mediums, different types of setup of video like we are doing today. And so with that, there is that nothing is really ever static, because we can discover something today just by singing and talking today and recording this, and then later in the evening, just because of the mere fact that we're actually doing it, leads us to something else and lead us to something else. And then someone else might see what we're doing and actually have a stroke of inspiration and then build from that. So I think that's the way of technology. It's just building upon, and then the ideas are just flooding everywhere. You know? But it's a beautiful process, and there are companies that are doing amazing things like Motswako.
Like Motswako Media, definitely, for sure. We are doing good things. We are doing good things. And, you know, obviously, when it comes to creativity, I also think it's about who's doing it best.
Yes.
Not who did it
first.
It's about
Yes.
who's doing it best.
Yes.
Because, even with music, I mean, I don't really like a lot of hip hop music, but I listen to some of the stuff that AKA does and the samplings that he does, and I'm like, oh my word, this was Brenda Fass's song. Oh my word, this was, Sankomoto's song and stuff like that. But the way he's coming up with it, it's not necessarily, it's original for now,
Yes.
but obviously he's taking it from the past.
somewhere else, yes.
Yeah. So talking about that,
Yeah.
musically, what do
Yes.
you like? Because you seem to be a very musical person.
Oh yeah, I like a lot of genres because like you're saying, I'm a musical person, so I actually like a lot of genres, and but it just depends obviously on the mood or the space and time in life where I am.
Yeah.
Like for today when I was talking to the producer, and we talked about a little bit on my background with music, and
yeah.
it was rap. If it was maybe tomorrow, I would have maybe said lounge, or the next day
Yeah.
would have been jazz.
Okay.
And I understand you like jazz also.
Yeah, no, I totally
Yeah.
love jazz, but I still have a problem with defining rap and hip hop. So rap
Oh,
yakudala,
yes.
hip
No,
hop
rap,
yamanje.
no, no, rap, no, because you see, hip hop is a lifestyle. It's a complete lifestyle.
Okay, so the way you
inside-
dress, the way you talk,
Yes,
the way you walk, that's hip hop. Okay.
Yeah, that's hip hop. It's so there's fashion to hip hop. That's why there's clothing labels that are.
Yeah, I remember hip hop culture back then.
Yes, so there's also dancing.
Old.
Yeah, but you don't look it at all, at all.
Thank you.
So there's dancing, there's graffiti in there, there's clothing,
Yeah.
So that's the hip hop, and then rap is the it's the music, it's the rapping part of it, delivering the message.
Yeah. All right. So was there ever rap dancing? No. It's always been hip hop dancing.
No, it's called break dancing.
Oh, break
Yeah,
dancing
break dancing is purely
from rap.
Yes, it's inspired by rap.
Oh my goodness, things have evolved
By
so much.
hip-hop,
'Cause
sorry.
It's described. Okay, so rap.
Yes,
Falls
rap
under
rap
hip-hop.
is the vocal
Yeah.
end
Hip-hop
of
is-
hip hop.
Okay, hip hop
And
is a
then-
lifestyle
Yes, it's
where everything is
in
joined together.
it happens inside. So
all right.
dancing happens in there, which is break dancing. There's poetry, which is in the form
Yeah.
of rap.
Oh my
And
goodness.
then there's clothing. Yeah.
I really hope, well, I've learned, like, because I really don't know the difference. And frankly, not to say that I'm being, oblivious, but
Oh, yes,
it
no.
didn't really matter to me. You know
No,
what
it's
I
a
mean?
wide,
Yeah.
it's a wide thing. I mean, if it's not something that you totally focused on, it does not mean that you don't appreciate it. It's just too broad. you
Yeah.
know?
I understand your song is coming up right now, whatever you've chosen with the producer. So let's just surprise our listeners, and then we'll talk about it after the song.
When I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see her face. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place. Suspended from school, I'm scared to go home. I was a fool with the big boys, breaking all the rules. Shed tears with my baby sister. Over the years, we was poor than other little kids. And even though we had different daddies, the same drama when things went wrong, we blame mama. I reminisce on the stress.
All right, we're back to you live right here on Motswako Media TV. Oh gosh, you know what? It is such a circus in here, guys. You don't understand how much has to be done. Stop laughing. How much has to be done just to make sure that when we go back live, we are as perfect as normal. Somebody right now just became a kangaroo and just jumped that was like jumping a hurdle. I was like wondering,
Like
where
it's
did
the
we get
Olympics
that skill?
now. Yeah, that's where we are.
Yeah, so we played Tupac, Dear Mama.
Yes.
Just a quick one. What does that song do to you, and why did you choose it?
Oh yes. First of all, the choice came from Tupac being such a great figure in hip hop and bringing conscious rap
Yeah.
into well, conscious rap has always been really there, and there's also acts right now like your Kendrick Lamar's and your there's a lot.
I wanted to say Eminem, but then I was scared.
No, there is no Eminem. No, not part of no. No.
Okay, let me leave it to you.
No, he
let
is
me leave
great
it to
and
you.
all. I think he's accredited right now. Is credited as being like a number one best-selling rapper, which might be true. I think
Yeah.
it is true. So yeah, he has. Yeah, but Tupac and Dear Mama, I love that because Women's Month. Yeah. So I wanted to really pick a song by an iconic hip hop artist that spoke to the issues that we are currently
facing right now.
Yeah, or commemorating.
Yes. That's English, right?
Yes, so come, please.
All right. So now on the show, we've decided to come up with something called 10 questions in 60 seconds.
Okay.
60 seconds. So we're going to actually have to see how many you can answer in 60 seconds.
Is this general questions?
Well, it depends what general is to you and is to me. And maybe obviously obviously the viewers at home as well. Try to answer as many as you can. And listen, please be honest. Be honest as well. And you can just pop us a comment and tell us, if you got 5, if you got 3, or whatever the case is. So can I please have the timer so that we know that we are exactly on 60 seconds? So these questions are not pre-planned or anything to that effect. All right. So are you going to count us in? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I almost said 1 to 1. Gosh, I'm so old. All right. First question. How many hours are there in 3 days?
24, 48, 72.
How many sides does a pentagon shape have? Pentagon.
Octagon. Pentagon would be 7.
All right. And then what do you call a house made of ice?
An igloo.
How many days are there in a year?
365.
If YES spells yes, what does EYES spell?
Eyes.
Which animal is known as the sheep of the desert?
I don't know.
And then what is we've passed that one. How many milliliters are there in a centimeter?
There are no milliliters in a centimeter.
There's 10.
Milliliters?
Millimeters.
No, you said I thought milliliters. Okay.
All right, fine. We'll disqualify that one.
Okay.
We'll disqualify that one. And for that reason, we'll give you another 5 seconds.
Okay.
So here we go. How many zeros are there in 100,000?
6.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, 5. Gosh.
All right, so your time is up, and we've asked you
nice
1,
game.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 questions, and you got. Padela, you only got 4 right.
Really?
All right, we'll leave that
Okay.
one. Your centimeters, milliliters,
Yes.
and whatnot. So okay, fine. You got 4 out of 8. 4 out of 8.
Well, that's half.
It was supposed to be 10 questions. Which
Which one did I get wrong?
No, we'll go through that with the producers after that. All right, let's go into another song, and then I'll tell you which ones you got wrong.
All right, 100%.
So, what was the choice of your next song?
My next song was Biggie Smalls, and yes, it was Biggie Smalls, Juicy, and it was you can't. It's very rare that you mention Tupac without mentioning Biggie, and unfortunately, the way everything happened, but it just showed the toxicity that happens inside the politics of hip hop. Yeah, it really robbed the culture of really talented individuals, and it did not stop with them, but it went on for quite a bit. It's taken a lot more other rappers and people in hip hop, but I think the fact that they are regarded as great acts, it should inspire the youth.
All right, so here's Biggie Smalls, Juicy.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up.
All right, and it's 28 minutes past the hour of 4 o'clock. Thank you guys for joining us again, and I hope that you did like the choice. Yaga Banele, Juicy. Is it? It is that one. Ding, ding, ding,
Yes,
ding, ding.
yes, it
I
is.
like it. Juicy fruit. Yeah, but no, that was not their original, right? It was a
it's not.
sample.
No, he sampled the original.
I love samples, eh?
Yes,
I love samples
Samples
because
have that nostalgic.
yes, because I'm
old.
old like that. So at least if there's some R&B, jazz, or something at the back, I'm like, oh, okay, this is my song.
Which is what AKA does a lot.
It does a lot. I think he's one of the people that really, really do it well.
Yes.
You know, but how does it become? Okay, let me not just let me not get into the politics because you know you would find that we're always going on about how authentic people's sounds are and how original people need to start writing music. But he's actually doing quite well for a person that doesn't really write or produce as much.
No, wait, he does write his lyrics.
Okay,
his
lyrics,
raps,
yeah.
he does. And then I think it's actually a way of marketing what he does with bringing up old school.
Yeah.
There is so much space for new music and new patterns and new styles, and so many new rappers can come into the culture and with new ideas. I think what he's doing is actually good for music in general because it actually it's bridging the gap between young people that know him and like him, and then he's introducing them to something that our parents used to do, which is really beautiful music also.
Yeah.
So I think he's just placed
Marrying the
himself and
two,
said, it's like, let's see, let me bring these two generations. So there is space for that, in as much as there's space for totally new music.
I actually do like him, and I think that's the part I like about him, the fact that, he takes you kind of like back to what your parents, your grandparents used to listen to. All right, so Vanilla, we're going to try our shot again at this, where we do 10 questions in 60 seconds.
Okay.
And then let's see how far you're going to go. But don't worry, the other stuff we'll fix as we go.
Okay.
As we go. Yeah, but you're doing quite well.
Okay,
So we're getting the timer. I think we are ready. All right, and then let's go. Which side of the which side of the anti-clockwise? Which side is anti-clockwise? Left or right?
It's left to right.
Left or right? Okay, left to right.
left to
Okay,
right.
I suppose that's fine. And how many lungs does a human being have?
2.
And then the first black president in South Africa?
Nelson Mandela.
The biggest hospital in Africa, actually in the world, which is the world's third biggest hospital.
I know Baragwana used to be the first, or used to be the biggest. I don't know any other ones, eh?
The biggest in Africa.
Yeah.
The third biggest.
The third biggest, I don't know.
Okay, I'll give it to you because it is Bada.
Oh, yeah,
It
fantastic.
is. All right, and then what do cows drink?
Cows?
Yeah.
They drink water.
5 times 7?
No.
5 times 7? Oh, no.
No.
Spell Q. Spell Q. How do you spell Q?
Q-U-E.
No, that's wrong. It's Q-U-E.
C-U-E.
No, it's Q-U-E.
Oh, Q. No, but there's a lot of Q's, remember?
No, there's
a
one.
Q with the C-U-E. There's a Q with the,
Yeah, but still,
that,
you
that
said
one,
Q.
like
but
a line?
You still said Q-U-E.
Yeah.
So either way, you were wrong because
Yeah,
then it was
you're
going to be a
right.
C-U-E. All
Okay.
right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you managed to at least get 5 right this time.
Oh,
But
wow,
then again,
okay.
I think the questions were quite easy this time around. What do you guys think? I
Are
think the
you
questions
saying
were
I'm
quite
not
easy.
intelligent?
I did not say that. I did not say that. I did not say that.
No, I think the questions were a lot more difficult this time, but I was more prepared.
Come on, Nelson Mandela being the first black president. How
Is it
difficult
not?
can that be? Yeah, but that's not a difficult
Oh,
question.
yeah, it is.
So
Yeah.
I'm asking you the first black president of Congo.
Yeah,
Or
which I
China.
might know as Jomo Kenyatta possibly. I don't know. I never
Look
know.
at him now trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
be smart.
just rolling now.
All right, so I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
maybe you can introduce your third and last song for us.
Yeah, my third and last song is Nas, I Can.
If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? No, that's not the one.
No, I know I can. Be
Oh.
I'll be where I wanna be. I'll be where I wanna be.
Boys and girls, listen up. You can be anything in the world, and God we trust. An architect, doctor, maybe an actress, but nothing comes easy. It takes much practice. Like I met a woman who's becoming a star. She was very beautiful, leaving people in awe. Singing songs, Lena Horne, but the younger version hung with the wrong person. Got her strung on that. Sniffing up drugs, all in the nose. Could've died so young, now looks ugly and old. No fun, cause now when she
All right, and now you guys have joined us on our last and final segment of the show. And yeah, I think it was quite a very, very exciting show. Very, very exciting show. And yeah, Vanilla, you've been quite a sport as well. Thank you
Well,
so
thank you
much.
very much. Thank you.
I think we should do this again.
100%.
So just to wrap up, we've got about just under 2 minutes. Just to wrap up, what does Women's Day or Women's Month and this gender-based violence, you know, that now we are in this month, and so much of it has been happening, especially with the lockdown, you know, where we've seen gender-based violence increasing in numbers. What is your feel, your take, and maybe your advice to other men that are listening?
I think it'll take both males and females, men and women, to address the issue, gender-based violence. And so if currently how things are, it's like you find there's one camp that says men are, you know,
and women
whatever,
are,
and women are, and it's not gonna help the cause, the general cause. I think the solution that we're looking for is actually one where men and women come together, and men reflect on their side and look into what causes. I mean, it could be things like traumas that have not been addressed as males, you know, looking at the history. And then also with females being physically weak, you find these men, you know, dominating them and abusing them. And yeah, so there's so many ways. It could be economical, where men have more access to finance, and then women have to, you know, struggle to get, and then men taking advantage of that. So also economical. There's so many things that can be done.
It is definitely a talk that both genders need to have. But other than that, we've run out of time, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time, same place. We'll see you same time, same place. But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Cheers.
you for inviting me. Bye.
Globally, 1 in 3 women and girls worldwide have experienced physical or sexual violence during their lifetime. Less than 40% of them seek help of any sort, and of these, only 10% seek support from police. And of all women who were victims of homicide worldwide in 2012, 50% were killed by intimate partners or family members. This situation cannot be overlooked.